Blog Talk Radio.
Check out the full episode of this on Mentellect Patreon.
In the name of Amen, the Supreme, the All-Powerful, the one and only true Lord, and Amen we trust. As the Republican Mentellect, the real 144,000 is being gathered in this day and time, the Mentalists, the Amen race, the bright race. Good evening, I'm your host, the intellectual Nuben Menkares. This is Mentellect Radio, and tonight we're going to be discussing how we know real extension is happening. Anyway, how do we know real extension is happening? I was inspired to do this cast because I was watching something earlier. It was, New York 1910, right? In other words, if you go online and you look at New York, look at old footage in New York. You know, they got footage from 1910. Basically, the beast started pretty much filming everything as soon as film cameras, motion picture cameras came about. They started pretty much filming everything. Right? It's 1910, and they're filming through motion pictures. They're filming, scenes in, New York City, 1910. They show people how they dressed back then. And they originally had it in black and white, but they colorized the film, right? So we looked at from 1910, right? We had people walking around with suits and everything, and, certain cars and things like that. So you're looking at all of this, right? They show the so-called black men, and it's funny. They show the so-called black man in the film driving these Caucasian Jews, it's Jewish people and their family around in the film, right? This is 1910. Everybody had suits on. The women were dressed a certain way. Then we went to 1960. Then you started to see fewer suits, and then after a while you go to the 60s and 70s. Then you see the suits totally disappear, right? Now, if you have a person you took somebody from 1910, from that time, who was used to wearing suits, and you put him in this era, say you put him in 1980, and you see how people walking around, they're going to bug out of their mind. They're going to be like, what the hell is this? And that's not even a whole 50 or 60 years. My point is, do y'all see where I'm going with this? I want you to understand where I'm going with this, just by that alone. And that's very, like, in your face. How do we know real extension is happening? Because we here, as the Amen race, standing strong, gathering, congregating, city to city, state to state, countries, the Amen race is coming together. Hail Amen. Hail Amen. Hail Amen. That's how you know. And we ain't coming together under no Amen Ray, ain't no Amen Ra, ain't no misunderstandings on what we here for. We know we got a few idiots that came in here and whatnot, some slow pokes. And those are just degenerates again that just fell up, degenerate issues and floated up the river. We had to dam it back down the river. You see. That sometimes happens when you out gathering the harvest and whatnot. Sometimes you'll pick up some rotten fruit. So don't disregard these again. Anyway. Right. But we still going. We still going and we still growing. That's how you know. They want to call us crazy. They want to call us a cult. Let them. Nobody's here and nobody's being forced to be here. Everybody's here of their own free will, their own extended will. Why is this happening? Because evolution must always happen. Evolution must always happen in order for life to go forward. You really think black people are going to go forward in the state of real life? These begins don't even know that they being clowned. Once your intelligence is gone, once your ability to think, reason, and logically rationalize things is gone, like black people, y'all pretty much dick DOA anyway. Y'all walking zombies, man. You getting food, man. And you getting shows y'all was the biggest food on the plate when y'all, the white man, you stupid, against ass walking around with hospital mask on. And he just told you, dumbass, that this mask don't work. And y'all still walking around with hospital mask on your face. And the damn white people walking around, the people who would be definitely would get COVID, the most sickliest and recessive people, they ain't walking around that. They got you dumb against hand walking around with the mask on your face. Well, and you definitely got no Asians wearing it. Who is controlling it? Amen is controlling it. Armin is controlling this extension. And either you're of Armin and you're going to be of the extension, or you're going to be of the humans and be of the extinction. Because the black race as it is right now, I told you, white race and all the rest of these races that are here being classified as black, white, yellow, Asian, whatever, brown, they're going to be consumed and consolidated into the gray race. That's going to happen. That's part of their evolution, because the gray race, let's just be real, the gray race is the best of all the humans put together. For the human race, that's a step up, man. You know, I'd rather live next door to some grays and some dirty music, man, or some nasty. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'd rather live next to some grays. They tend to be a little more, you know, whatever, human. You know, who will be a part of it? The extended people will be a part of it. Who will be excluded? The ones who can't evolve. Simple as that. If we get this on the planet, what? We was here to be slaves. We ain't gonna never be free. What you talking about, bright? What the bright? What, man? We black. We gotta worry about getting our reparations. Same limited minds. Same extinct thought. Dead. For the complete broadcast, you're gonna have to go to Mentellect Patreon. Go to Mentellect Patreon for this complete broadcast, because it will not, I guarantee you, it will not be on YouTube. Subscribe to Mentellect Patreon and join the Mesoamerican community.
It's the Republic of Mentellect, rising out the black race to the white race, out the black race to the white race. It's the Republic of Mentellect, black race to the white race. If it's hell, then it's hell us. They tried everything just to spell us. Fed us religion, gave us fake gods. Through all of that, we beat the odds. Now we coming together under one flag. Colors red, gold, and blue.